Thailand, a nation that boasts the second largest economy among ASEAN nations, is South Korea's important strategic partner. Spanning decades of diplomatic ties, the Korea-Thailand partnership now stands as a testament to mutual collaboration and shared objectives in regional stability for one, economic prosperity, and of course, cultural exchanges. To help the two nations further expand on their cooperation, Thai ambassador to Korea, Tanee Sangrat assumed duty earlier this year. On today's Zoom In segment, we have the pleasure of welcoming Ambassador Sangrat into the studio. Good morning and welcome to the show, Ambassador.
Good morning, Diana. It's great to be here. Just call me Tanee.
I don't feel comfortable doing that. Ambassador Sangrat will do, but perhaps by the end of the show. Ambassador, can you first maybe elaborate on the 3P strategy, something that you introduced and mentioned repeatedly since assuming your goal? For our listeners who might not have insight, it covers economic promotion, consular protection, and soft power exchanges.
Right. The 3P strategy is meant mainly to remind myself of what should be our focus and our team's focus in our management of our relations and cooperation with South Korea. Well, as you know, Thai people have learned and remembered Korea from Korean War. Mainly because we were the first Asian country to send our troops to Korea, and we learned a lot about Korea since then. Our relations have been great, very close politically, but there's a lot of room to improve in terms of our economic potential. As you know, Korea is the fourth largest economy in Asia. You mentioned Thailand being the second largest economy in Southeast Asia. There's a lot of room to work on in the economic realm, and there are also a lot of Thai people in Korea, right. Over 200,000 people. So I come up with the 3 focus on EP. First is to promote economic cooperation, especially trade and investment, especially right. The CP, the consular protection. Consular covers all areas of our services, but especially in terms of our labor cooperation. So we hope to reduce the number of illegal workers in Korea and promote a more legal channel of our workers to work here in Korea.
And also, at the same time, of course, protect these workers' rights as they reside in Korea.
Yes. So the workers' well-being at the most of our forefront of our concern. And the SP, drawing on Korea, great advancement in soft power, in many cultural attributes that Korea share with the world. Thailand, I think, look at Korea as an example of what to cooperate and exchange in terms of soft powers. So that's SP, soft power.
Tourism, food, K-pop.
Yes.
Perhaps I can ask you on some of those points a little bit later, but just in case our listeners are not all caught up, maybe you can elaborate just a little bit on where bilateral relations between South Korea and Thailand stand as we speak. What is your overall assessment of the current state of bilateral relations between the two countries?
Well, we have had a close and cordial relationship between Thailand and Korea for a long time. We have enjoyed cooperation in terms of bilateral relations. From this shared sacrifice since the war, we have evolved into a mutually beneficial, multifaceted strategic partnership spanning across economic, security, science, technology, and many fields. So our relations are multidimensional and continue to expand in new and innovative ways.
And that's what we're keeping tabs on, how we can collaborate further in new and innovative ways in all the 3Ps you just mentioned. Maybe we can elaborate further on the first point on economic relations between the two countries. Of course, ever since forming a strategic partnership, there have been PACS agreements. But notably, I'd like to bring up the two sides have launched negotiations to ink the Korea-Thailand Economic Partnership Agreement, or the EPA. What are your prospects for this?
Well, this is a great prospect, especially it is a vehicle to expand our trade and hence investment between Korea and Thailand. The EPA covers more than free trade area, but also economic cooperation and partnership in many economic fields. We hope to start negotiating next month.
Okay. All right. So we'll have to wait and see for the outcome. But your hopes are high that the EPA will pave the way for all the aforementioned points.
Yes, we're expecting the increase in trade, 30-40% or even more.
Okay.
We hope to start this next month and hopefully to accelerate the negotiation, hopefully to conclude it by next year, at the end of next year.
Ambassador Sangrat, I understand that you were just in Gwangju City to sit down with the city mayor, talk about, for one, AI collaboration and other collaborations too. So in this digital era, that becomes a vital point for collaboration too, which brings me to my next question. Thailand has been undertaking this ambitious digital transformation program brought forward by Thai 4.0, I believe is the name. How can Korea maybe accelerate its engagement in Thailand's digitization program to seek mutual benefits?
Well, Thailand and Korea already enjoy a more than 14 billion US dollars trade between the two countries. Thailand is not the first country of investment for Korea, despite our potential of both sides. But there are already 400 companies from Korea already investing and doing business in Asia. I mean, in Thailand. Yes. So we hope to invite these companies to expand their investment and their business in Thailand to in a more advanced and higher manufacturing level in terms of employing more advanced technology in Thailand. So Samsung has been in Thailand for a long time. POSCO, Alice are already in Thailand. So we hope that these chaebols would see the potential of our economy and expand in many fields and opportunities.
And not just in perhaps semiconductor and things that these powerhouses have already excelled in, but even fields like AI and the next generation of technology too.
Yes, Thailand is already the largest producer and exporter of vehicles and electric vehicles in Southeast Asia. We are the world's second largest exporter of hard disk drives. We are also first number one exporter of many commodities, rice, tapioca, sugar. All these can combine to add to our investment opportunities in Thailand as well. We are the world kitchen of the world. We are one of the major food producing countries.
Is that one of the labels for Thailand, the world's kitchen?
Yes, kitchen of the world, the world's kitchen.
Sounds delicious. Which brings us to cultural exchanges, which probably includes food too. But more so, I want to focus first on tourism sector and the possible cooperation in that. For instance, there has been a great deal of efforts to expand maybe tourism going between the two countries. In fact, 2023 and 2024 was designated as a year of mutual visits. But if you look at the numbers, Thais visiting Korea has dipped. There are several indicators as to why that's happening. But how do you plan to maybe further promote cultural exchanges between Korea and Thailand? And how do you see maybe the tourism sector bouncing back?
Yes, well, to make Thailand better known in Korea, and I know that many Korean people are already visiting Thailand.
Right.
We don't have a lot of problems attracting tourists from around the world. We had over 40 million people visiting Thailand before COVID, and the numbers are recovering, including the numbers of tourists from Korea as well. What we're focusing on is the more quality tourists, tourists that pay. That are cultural tourists, people who pay attention to the complexities, the attributes of our culture and our people, more of natural parks, and all of these tourists are attracted to Thailand, and Korea is one of the huge markets that we are attracting as well. We hope to facilitate more, to have more seats and flights between Thailand and Korea.
We go for maybe the food, the culture, the historical relics, all of it, and you would expect maybe more quality tourists in the sense that they want to explore these different aspects. Okay.
We are also organizing a festival, the Seoul Thai Festival, Sawadee Seoul Thai Festival, T-Pop Story, on the 5th and 6th of October.
Okay.
On the Cheonghaechon and the canal. We are expecting 50,000 participants to our festival. We'll have Muay Thai, Thai boxing, Thai massage, Thai food, many Thai culture and modern pop artists from Thailand and Korea as well. So we're hoping to celebrate our 65th anniversary in a big bang in October.
All right, something to look forward to in the month of October. Because we're on the topic, are you a big Korean contents fan too? Do you like Korean movies, for example, or any food that you found interesting?
Well, I love bibimbap. I love Blackpink, and I follow Lisa. And I think today, right now, this morning, she is launching a new single.
She is.
Yes.
You're very much up to date with her latest.
Yes. And one way to promote our combined soft power is to perhaps work together or integrate the strengths of our soft power, of our culture, in something like Lisa. Lisa is natural. She's a K-pop artist, and something we can work more on along that way.
All right. A great start. Ambassador Sangrat, it was not in the questions, but I want to ask, and maybe I jumped the gun earlier, but the number of, for example, Thais visiting South Korea has decreased. Do you think there are ways to maybe change that? Is that a tough spot?
I think that's a way to publicize more about the Thai people coming to Korea and Korean people going to Thailand. And there are a lot of workers who are here legally. Right. And there are many tourists who are here to visit. Thai people love Korea. Anything Korean. The food, the souvenirs.
The souvenirs. I wonder what the souvenirs these are. There was a time when people were a little bit crazed with these almonds, but I think we've moved on to seaweed, for example, and different kinds of snacks.
Yes, many the Hanok village, beautiful Gyeongbokgung, and so many tourist destinations in Korea. So I think there's more of a management of our travel, of our people, that we have to improve, both in Thailand and in Korea.
All right. We'll leave it there for now so we can move on to a trade question this morning. The ASEAN bloc is gaining more significance on the global stage amid growing global trade protectionism and, of course, rising supply chain risks. In your view, Ambassador Sangrat, what specific industries or sectors offer the greatest potential for mutual growth and partnership between Korea and ASEAN nations?
I think many people look at ASEAN together as one block of market. Right. I think our digital economy is growing quite rapidly. Our automotive industry is growing quite rapidly as well, especially in the electric vehicle manufacturing. But we hope to have a more transfer of technology and more advanced methods of manufacturing, not only in automotive industry but also in the digital equipments, appliances. These more advanced appliances can benefit more of transfer of technology from Korea. Korea is very advanced, so we have a lot of a long supply chain that is safe and secure in our region. So hopefully we can utilize more of ASEAN-Korea Free Trade Area, and also the RCEP as well.
The RCEP, right?
But the bilateral Free Trade Area Agreement or the EPA that we are working on between Thailand and Korea will be another step forward in the more up-to-date or more advanced economic partnership agreement or FTA between Thailand and Korea. That will be a step further in our economic cooperation.
All right. Because we've invited you at a time when I think security risks are higher in the Korean Peninsula, we had to ask you. The ASEAN Regional Forum was where South Korean officials recently condemned North Korea's recent provocations. They used a platform to do it. And it's one of the few places they could do that. How do you perceive the escalating inter-Korean relations, inter-Korean tensions particularly, and what is Thailand's stance regarding North Korea issues?
Well, I hope that our invention, a forum that is called ASEAN Regional Forum, that was invented, it was convened in 1993 when it first joined the Foreign Service, when Thailand was the chair of ASEAN. It was the first time that ASEAN and partners discussed security issues within our forum. With all the stakeholders and partners are all already included in the RF. But I hope that the RF is utilized more effectively to discuss, to have more constructive dialogue on all security and political and security issues in Asia Pacific, including the Korean Peninsula issue. So all the stakeholders are there. Peace and stability on the Korean Peninsula are intrinsic to the peace and stability of our wider region. Thailand remains steadfast in our support and commitment to support the Republic of Korea in our mission to promote peace and stability across the peninsula. We'll work with the Republic of Korea in all dimensions in order to maintain the peaceful environment and a more comprehensive security landscape where our economic growth and social development can continue to progress in the wider region and more bilaterally.
Ambassador Sangrat, you've already been in your position for a few months' time now. What challenges do you foresee in your role as ambassador to South Korea at this critical time?
Well, I think our profile and understanding of Thailand in Korea needs to be strengthened, and that is my job to do that. So I hope to bring it the three focuses that I have mentioned to the attention of the policymakers of the Korean government, especially on the investment promotion with the private sector, on the management of our labor migration with the relevant authorities, and also with the authorities and with the private sector on the exchange of our soft power. These are my homework and our common homework between the two sides.
I don't know why it feels nice to hear that even ambassador has a lot of homework.
Oh, we do.
Before you go, Ambassador Sangrat, what message would you like to convey to the people of South Korea?
Well, Thailand has a lot of potential for Korea, and that we hope that not only our bilateral relations should be enhanced, but also the role of South Korea in Southeast Asia, especially on mainland Southeast Asia, the role in development diplomacy, in closing the gaps of development between our Mekong countries and the rest of mainland Southeast Asia, especially Thailand. I think Thailand intend to work together and more closely with Korea on supporting our friends in the region.
Ambassador Sangrat, thank you so much for joining us, and welcome to Korea.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Much. It was our pleasure. If you're listening to our program using the podcast service, just a reminder that we do go live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Korea Standard Time. So tune in and help us make the show more informative by giving us your input. See you bright and early on Good Morning Seoul.